Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Here's the trade breakdown for today. Getting this one in pretty early. So we took two, well, I took two, and both during the open, plus 40, then plus 30. One was sells, the other was buys. So I'm going to bring up the charts over here. Just replayed a little bit of data. Let me actually just replay a little bit more. Let's go back to, because I started the stream at 7:30, which is going to line up with, there we go, snip this bit off. Okay, so what we had coming into this, I had done some zones. I was based on the weekly. I was thinking that we could actually we had conflicting signals. Weekly was bullish engulfing based on the back end of the news we had last week. So I thought there could be a little bit of upside, but the daily candle was shown as a rejection wick. So from the top side. So I liked the idea of both. So what I needed to do is go into the lower time frames and then just find some zones that I like that I could trade from. So the way that pretty much most pairs, I'd say there's a very good chance. I haven't back tested, so don't shoot me like if I'm wrong here, but most pairs, the high or the low of the day is going to come in most of the time, usually, not always, but usually is going to come in the London or the New York session. So this yellow section is pre-London. And what had happened at the Asian session sort of consolidated, didn't do a whole lot. And then we had the Euro, Asian close, pre-London, Euro open kind of time frame. We had price starting to trend down, keeping these lower highs, making lower lows. I really liked this zone over here. Now, I'm going to go to the 2-hour chart and I'll show you like what was happening over here. This 2-hour chart was a liquidity candle, like what I normally would say is a liquidity candle. Beautiful wick, breaks the low of the doji to the left of it, closes nice, strong bullish. Only problem is that this 2-hour candle is in the Asian session. So Asian session is a little bit more suspect for highs and lows. Normally there's liquidity sitting just above the high and the low. So I don't like trading. I didn't really like trading that the open of this candle. I wanted to take it. I wanted to look lower and then see where was there an area that I could be targeting buys from, or at least having an area where it's liquidity that I can target sells to push down to. So that was my reason at the start. I wanted to look into this area a little bit better. I had New York low just here. Okay. Now the 30-minute candles. What we had is actually I've got to dive to the 15-minute candles, but this area here is the 2-hour candle wick. Now I prefer to look for something that's in the Friday. Oh, sorry, Friday. Uh, in the New York session. So let me look at the 15-minute chart for you. 15-minute chart, pushing over to the left. This is my setup, right? This is the low of the 2-hour candle, the liquidity wick, and this is just a doji. So to me, I'm thinking that there's a perfect chance that we're going to take the low of that doji. Now, what can I look to the left to see if there's anything of interest? And this is in the late New York session. What I see is a sell to buy. Price pushed down, broke the lows of the candles to the left, push bullish, little doji, followed by a second candle, which broke the lows of the candle to the left, targeting this region, this wick over here, and then pushing bullish, come back, retest, keep on going up. So to me, that tells me that there's a support here, and that's what this pink zone is across the way. Okay, that's what this pink zone is. So now, if I go over to where we were, this is coming into. You can see that Euro Frankfurt open 7 o'clock UK time. Price pushed down that 15-minute candle, touched the top. This is the open of that 2-hour candle that was in the Asian session from Friday last week, and we rejected it. We pushed price back up. Now, I like the idea of targeting here for these sells. Yeah, that was my idea for a sell to sell down to that. What price was doing though just before the London Open, because I'm not really wanting to take a trade before London Open, price started pushing heavily down to that area. So this is 7:30. This is open a new 30-minute candle, and then we can see we tapped into the zone already. So a little bit annoying because I would have liked to have taken sells, an ideal sells before London would have been going with that Frankfurt volume, taking on the break of here, pushing down into that zone. Now, as the daily candle had a top wick, I'm not going to go to the daily candle just yet, but you have a look at the daily candle, had a nice rejection wick from Friday, pushing bearish, a lot of volume in that candle. What I was looking for was price to come back, and then knowing that if my bias is to the downside, and if we are going to go to the upside, if this is the low of the day, that low will be made in London session or New York session. That's if we're going to go up. If we're thinking it's going to go down, then London won't sell the low, will they? What London will do is that they will pull price back to a better price point before taking those sells. So they'll do a buy to sell. Either way, it meant that there was a very, very good chance that this was going to be targeted. This area was going to be targeted. Even if it was a buy, bullish or bearish London session, this low is going to be manipulated. So kind of makes your job easier then, because even if I had a bullish or bearish bias overall, I could just look for the sells. So we got to this candle. We'll go one more. This is the 5-minute candle. This is just before London's about to open. Now, I was thinking, I was like, gosh, I'm kind of tempted just to take a sell on the as soon as the candle opened, but my stop loss would have to be pretty wide. So what I wanted to take advantage of was if London did a buy to sell. So I wanted to see like a quick move pushing up into this area. If I go to the 3-minute time frame, here's a 3-minute time frame. What I've got is I've got a candle with no top wick, and then I've got a liquidity candle. So this is creating a bit of a resistance for me, and this is an area that I thought that price could tap into. This wick here, I don't want to like miss the trade just because of a few pips. So as I was pushing up, I had to make an impulsive decision to enter more or less about there, knowing that price probably isn't going to keep on pushing up. And if it is, then, so be it. I would have taken a loss on this. Price very quickly shot up to the top, took the liquidity from the high of this liquidity candle. We didn't quite take the no top wick candle, but it provided an excellent opportunity to enter a trade targeting this low. What I was looking to do is target. I took 40 pips on this one, so 37, more or less so. Okay, price then. Oh, what am I doing? Price then shot down, hit target, pretty much just closed it full at that point, because this next zone over here, this zone, this other red zone that you've got across here, this area has been a problem. It's been a bit of a problem the last even last week. It was a bit of an issue. We can see there was quite a few rejections at this area. So that zone, if I go to the 4-hour chart, this 4-hour, it was also a resistance, which is now a support, right? So this was the resistance candle, rejection, followed by another one, and then drawing the zone from the high to the open. That was my zone. And I thought if it was bullish, if we were going to be bullish, this would be a problem area. If we're breaking below it, we've got beautiful clean candles to go to the downside. Now I did draw this because I wasn't 100% certain based on the weekly or the daily which way we're going to go. The weekly, the pathway I was looking at was either we're going to push down into this area and then we can have a rebound. So I was looking for buys around this zone, or if we're going to break under this zone, I'm looking for price to close under here and then retest the top of it. Now, the way I drew the pathway is a little bit skewed. So I literally have not touched the charts, have not changed this whatsoever since what I drew pre-London. So what I'm going to do, just to make it a little bit cleaner, I'm just going to bring things to the left. Okay, this is literally the same pathway. It's more or less like something like that. Try not to, oh shoot, that's what I don't want to do. Okay, bringing that to here. Because this is the other area. Once we can break under here, we've got clean candles all the way down to this next zone over here. Okay, so back to the 5 minutes or 3 minutes or what it was. Okay, price now. That was the first trade. Now the second trade, if we can get a trade down under here for a rejection, what I was looking to do was take it back long. Okay. So I think I took it on the 1 minute charts even. Okay. What I was waiting for, price to push down to here, and then we can take it back long. So price push down. Okay. Looking for it to create a little bit of turnaround. Okay. So price is starting to react a little bit. We got a couple little dojis. Here's a couple little dojis. Now price, after we're starting to see this area hold, which I was planning on it. When price started to move away, okay, price moved up. As it was going to push back down, I was saying that this area here might be good for buys. So if we get down into this area, don't want to miss it for the sake of a few pips, but this would be the zone. We had a couple little gaps here. If you go back and watch the stream, we're talking about these little gaps showing that buying pressure is starting to come back in. Price then, as it pushed down, okay, the buy was taken somewhere around here. Okay, and it was closed at about, pretty much got 30 pips out of it in one swoop. So this was the entry, and then price just rocketed up. So that was that move. Super quick, man. We got 2 trades before even, basically in 30 minutes. So that was the day, basically just done and dusted. Now, what happened afterwards? Really interesting. So that were my moves. And at this stage, it was still the volatility from the open. Wasn't really sure which way I was going to go. Price then sort of consolidated for a bit, got stuck in this little range, had some lovely price action around here. Then price finally closed below. Closing below meant that it was going to be very easy now for price just to go and fill this range based on the 30-minute candles. So this was the 15-minute. No, it's not. 15-minute close up here. When you get into this candle here is now your 30-minute close. So 30 minutes looking like this, looking just really healthy bearish volume, closing under support, looking for any sort of retest to go down, and then follow this pathway, this plan here, target from this resistance to the support. That's a Raja Banks sort of style trade. Very, very nice, very clean. Yeah, just absolute ripper of a day that we had today. So price then came back, retested that zone perfectly, and then just shot away. And then New York volume gave it a bit of a boost as well. So let's play. That's crazy. So good, so nice to clean. Didn't take any of these extra ones, even though like there's no FOMO here. The plan was there, but also my plan is just to take 1 or 2 trades and then be done for the day. So that was it, yeah, I'll flick over to gold. There was a little trade on gold, and gold was pretty nice today. I had a couple of zones. And I won't go into too much detail here, but based on the zones that I had, 5 minutes, okay, 5 minutes. I was looking at this area to this area. I had a zone over here, no wick candle, and then wick rejection. So what I was targeting was this area back up, and then no wick candle in the London session as well. So price pushed down, missed the buy because I was waiting for it to go another couple of pips. Was able to take it from above here, late entry, back up, closed full. Didn't really get much of the sell as much as I wanted to. Didn't get much of it. Price came back down, but I did take these buys not too long ago, just from retesting this, taking the liquidity from under here, and then just pushing back up. This one here didn't hold too long, but yeah, just get your zones right, guys. You got to get your zones right, and then once you do that, look for the entries, follow the streams, the types of entries that we get. They're working like a charm. Yeah, just a beautiful day. So I'll finish this off. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Give the stream a thumbs up and a subscribe. Get more of these videos. It will start to be more present every time I do a video. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Take care. Don't over risk. I'll see you guys next stream. Bye bye.